takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Kings trailing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's McLemore outside. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Outside Rose. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this one.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Just 5 on the clock. Leonard, that's for 2. Another miss by Leonard.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. And the Spurs with possession. They trail by 7. Here's Leonard.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Leonard again missing. Rose kicks to McLemore. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 19 points for Ben McLemore.
Those are starting to add up. With their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Outside Rose. Gasol screen. There's a good screen. Rose dishes to Cauley-Stein. Clock at 4. Rose passes to Gasol. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Butler against Leonard. Shot to stop the drought. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Gasol screen. They set the pick. Now here's McLemore outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket. And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty, a triple-double for him today.
Yeah, he's got his hands all over this game, impacting it in just about every category.
Here's Marjanovic, defended by Gasol. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Sacramento leading by 12. Here is Rose. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Parker against Rose. There's a screen. And Gasol sends it back. And now the Kings fast break. The finish. And the rejection by Leonard. They get it again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
What a game we've seen here for McLemore. 22 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
And with more to come, you know, it wouldn't hurt to keep getting him the basketball.
At the line for your Kings, Ben McLemore. 2 shots.
That free throw good for McLemore. Sacramento making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Ginobili's checked in. And McLemore drops them both. And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 16-point game. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Connects from 3-point range.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Outside Rose. Parker against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. And the Kings lead by 15. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Now here's McLemore. Aldridge is covering. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Parker with it. To the wing on the left. Lets the 3 fly. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Rose up on top. He's covered by Ginobili. Gasol a screen. There's the dish to McLemore. Ginobili the pass to Leonard. San Antonio again missing. Sacramento leading by 17. Here's Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Butler. And here is Parker. Ginobili outside. Here's Marjanovic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Sacramento's gotten in the groove from 3-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Rose against Leonard. Rose attacking. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Leonard, no luck.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Rose against Leonard. Rose attacking, and the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 55.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Aldridge a screen. Back to Parker. Lets it go from 11. No luck. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Right side Rose. And that one's good. Rose has got 57 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Spurs passing it around. There's the pick. Parker drives in. Not enough on that one as it misses. Kings leading now by 23.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Kings.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Derrick Rose. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
And the Spurs with possession here. Leonard dishes to Parker. Back to Leonard to end the drought. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Stockton outside. To the wing right side. Here's Anderson. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Karan, after trailing in the first half, you guys seem to come out with a lot more energy in the third quarter. What did Coach say to the team in the locker room at halftime?
I mean, our mindset just had to change. I think we was rushing it a little bit. You know, we was going through the motions, and, you know, Coach stressed that. Collectively, we came out and just, you know, took it to another level and was able to win the game.
Karan, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Without his leadership and his spectacular play tonight, they wouldn't be holding the lead in this series. The bottom line is they are now in the driver's seat, looking very good and going forward, like me and my convertible.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat it.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.